Hey everyone, it's Char from Char's Fashion Nation, and we are back for another cooking video. It's kind of obvious because of where I am. So we have another gluten-free meal today. This is the nails I did with the collaboration with Kayla, because that was cool to do. I always love collabing. So we are doing a gluten-free cheese ravioli. Now, I did the gluten-free General Tso's chicken and gluten-free egg rolls. Oh my god. So good. Like nothing left in the pan. No joke. Nothing left. Now we have these. I have 3 packages because I'm just, playing it safe. So when I go to cook these, I will use vegetable broth stock. This actually brings out the flavor. Remember that. And this is hard to come by anymore, vegetable broth. Ooh. Then I have the Kirkwood grilled chicken breast strips with rib meat fully cooked. So this will be the first thing that I put in to a pan when I go grab it in a minute. Again, I have you on my gimbal, which is great. And then I have the gimbal sitting on top of my kettle that I got from Amazon. So give me a minute to grab that pan and turn this camera around. Now there is something that I do like to put in is the balsamic glaze. This is a product of Italy. Ooh, why is that blurry? Anyway, it's a product of Italy. I do like using it. The good balsamic is always Italian. Somebody I know from Italy, his grandfather left him his grape and his olive vineyards over in Italy. I was like, that is just so cool. So, I feel like, does anybody else other than me feel like they put less and less in the bag? Sometimes that's how I feel. That's just me. Sometimes I feel like they put less in the bag. But the trick to that is just when you go to cook it or while it's still frozen, if you can always just snap it in half. Today that don't want to happen for me. So, a handful in there. Or 2, because they have the smaller bits in here. So now this can be a whole other meal right here. So then what we are going to do is just go ahead and put this in the air fryer for 18 minutes. Take your gloves off, not over your food, not over your trash can. Make sure that they come out like that so that doesn't touch anything. Make sure they come out like that. That way they're concealed. Conceal it. Anyway, so you want to take your pan over into your air fryer, which I know I need to clean mine again, but it's used. Well, not used. You know I got it brand new. But now what we will do is wait for that, and then when that chicken is done in 18 minutes, we'll come back and put this in there and get that going. So that means we'll be right back. So actually, sorry about that. So actually, it looked like there was a glitch in the matrix. I accidentally double tapped the thing. So while we're waiting, it's got 16 minutes left. So while we're waiting for that, we're just gonna have a little health chat. A lot of people, don't think about your allergies, your skin allergies that you get, because a lot of people do have that and they don't think about it. If you have a certain kind of psoriasis, it could be related to several different things, including the wheat strand that we eat. today, which, like I've said in previous videos, is not the same wheat strain as in the way back machine. So you can actually research and find the companies that sell the original strain. Sorry, like, I clean as I go. I don't like messy cook space. I like me a tidy cook space. So I just like the trash cans over here. So besides the wheat strands that have been merged together and pesticides put all over it, which could be another reason for a lot of health issues, because if you think about it, way back, people did not have the health issues that we have today. And the paupers diet, you know, the poor people's diet, was actually healthier than the rich people's diet. And if you didn't know this, shrimp, lobster, and crab, potatoes, and stuff like that used to be considered the poor man's diet. And then a rich person, you know, they tasted that. Did you know sour cream was an accident? Yeah, sour cream was an accident. that was an accident. I think back in the 1600s. I'll have to research that. And but yeah, look it up, because that was an accident in a British royal kitchen. So they say. We don't actually know that now, do we? That's like beer was accidentally made in Egypt. Now, the wheat strain that they had for that was completely different than the wheat and the barley strain that we have today. Rice, there are different kinds of rice, and there's different places in the world that it actually comes from. Now, there is an American rice. Not a lot of people talk about it, but do you know you might actually be eating the modified version of that? Think about the modified foods that we eat that affect your health. So when you go out and you just buy something, like, I know this says organic, but how many pesticides went into making this? Like, here's the ingredient list. You know, I'm trying to make that so you can see it. Hold on. Anyway, this is broth stock. This should just purely have vegetable in it. I don't have my glasses on, obviously. Vegetable broth. Water. But then there's all this other stuff and salt. I mean, I don't mind spices and stuff, because certain spices are also good for your health. So this is almost 9 minutes, so we're going to pause and come back with finished food. I should stop saying we'll be back with the finished product. I tasted a piece of this. By the way, my hands are clean, because I washed them in between takes. So now we're just going to put in all of the ravioli. I'll show you the first bag. There you go. That's the first bag going in. Now, I'm going to say for gluten-free, that's actually a pretty good amount. That's more than what you get in the other packages these days. Okay, now that all 3 bags are in there, and they're a good size. So one thing I like to do, yes, a little extra balsamic, because this also enhances flavor. That's why I like to put that in there, because I know I'm going to put that sauce in there. A little bit of broth stock. We'll put that balsamic away. We'll go ahead and grab that broth stock. I do have a spoon out. Yes, I could indeed, you know, I could have put the chicken on the top, but You saw how I had the chicken, right? So one thing, a lot of people don't do this. Shake your sauce. Then if you can't get it open, hold it upside down. One smack on the bottom. And if that don't work, spank that ass again. There we go. Put your sauce over it like this. I know this might look like something that you've seen on TikTok, but this is not. I'm not one of those crazy TikTok people that waste the hell out of food. Oh, I can't stand that. How many of you cannot stand those videos on TikTok where people just pour shit in and they know that that's a no? But then what they don't show you is the after. Oh my gosh, that smells fabulous. Oh, I'm glad I can bring this to you. So now I'm just going to cover this in foil. And we're going to put it back in on bake for 30 minutes. Might take less than that. So, yeah. Yum, yum. Just so you know, I have it in on 450 for 35, but when it comes down to it, that 5 won't matter because this will be cooked. Oh my gosh, it already smells so good in here just because of the tomato basil sauce. I mean, like the garlic, tomato, basil, that is always a good thing. So remember that, 450 for at least 30. I just always leave the 35 on there. It's a habit. So real quick, as you can now see, I do clean up. Right here is that Amazon kettle. It's an Amazon Basic. You guys know I got the hot pot off of Amazon. This coffee cup you can't find at the Dollar Tree anymore. I was lucky. That coffee cup you can't find at the Dollar General anymore. I was lucky. That's mine. That's Rob's. And the Death Wish coffee. Because that's always yummy. Anyway, you know the gift. Now that this is done, I didn't want to put too much sauce on there. Yes, I know there's liquid in there, but that's actually from the raviolis. Now, if you look at these now, and I did mix them on the in-between. If you look at these now, these are more puffy. So I'm going to plate this up. So that's it on my plate. Now it's time for the taste test. First of all, Rob, how was it? Or is it?
It's very good.
That's just the chicken. That flavor. Now, for ravioli. Oh my God. This, again, cleaner than the regular stuff. Tastier, it's more flavorful. I have to say, even if you don't have to go gluten-free, but you want to try new things, that's a happy dance food right there. Absolutely try it. Because it might make you stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. Now I'm going to eat the rest. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Because I'm hangry.